Let's take another little trip down memory lane. If you've been watching, you might have seen some of my videos about some of my former co-workers in the business. I've talked about some of the actresses and some of the actors that I've worked with. Well, several people have asked me to do a video about Tom Byron. Okay, all right, here it goes. All right, well, the first time that I worked with Tom Byron was in a movie called The Landlady. And I had seen his work before. I knew who he was, but I had never really met him in person. So this was the first time that I really got to meet him. And of course I felt that he was a good, safe person to work with because I had seen him work with other people. And that's why I said, yeah, sure, Tom Byron, no problem. Let's do a scene with Tom Byron. Okay, so the acting scene went really well. He took his lines very seriously. He wasn't one of these people that comes to the set and has to drink or something to get through it so he doesn't memorize his lines. No, that was not Tom Byron at all. He was there, he was ready, he was prepared, he was professional. The scene was quite nice. Now, when I met him in person, it seemed to me that he was better looking in person than what I had seen in the films that I had watched with him in it. And I don't know if that's just because of how they were shot. You know, maybe it was the lighting, maybe it was the camera angles. I don't know what it was. Maybe he just is, one of those people that doesn't photograph as well as others. But it seemed to me, and this was just my perception, that he was a lot cuter in real life. So we did a good scene. The movie was kind of strange. I played a landlady, and he was my tenant. And my character was kind of crazy. She was obsessed with the wind. Now, if you're in Southern California, you know it's windy out here all the time. I don't think there's any time, day or night, where there's not a breeze blowing. Now, sometimes it's much stronger than others, like the Santa Ana winds. I'm sure you've heard of those. And other times it's just, well, let's just say you don't want to put a wind chime out there because it'll be blowing all the time. And apparently my character was obsessed with this one. But Tom Byron was a joy to work with. I really enjoyed our scene together, and I have gotten a lot of positive feedback from people who have said that it was a really hot scene. Well, that's good because it shows that I enjoyed it, right? So I got to tell you, thinking about making this video, I started thinking, about Tom Byron and working with him and that kind of stuff. And that night I went to bed and I had a little dream about Tom Byron. And yeah, it was kind of nice. Good memories, It sparked some good memories. It'd been a while since I'd thought about him. Now, it had to have been about 10, maybe 15 years ago. I ran into Tom. I was in Southern California for an event. I believe it might have been a funeral, unfortunately, of one of our colleagues. And I had not seen Tom in, I don't know, 10, 20 years at that point. Because, I got out of the business in 1990. So it was good to see him. I came over and I said, hi, how you doing? And he said, I'm doing fine. How are you? Yeah, I've been busy. What have you been up to? Yeah, I'm doing okay, And he never made eye contact. I thought that was kind of strange. Maybe that's just me. Maybe he was looking for someone. Maybe I interrupted something. Maybe he was tired or preoccupied. I don't know what it was. But I thought it was kind of unusual, let's say, that he never actually made direct eye contact. Yeah, that was kind of bizarre. So I didn't stay talking to him for very long. Once I realized that he was preoccupied with something else, obviously, I just, went on to speaking to my next group of friends, whatever. But it was good to see him. He looked good. We're all getting older, and that happens to the best of us. Certainly beats the alternative, right? But he looked good. He looked really good. It looked like he really had not aged very much at all. So, yeah, Tom was a good guy to work with. I really have nothing negative to say about him. Yeah, thanks for watching.